Morning. I am solo today. Heather is traveling back from Disney World. So she will be here next week, but we have to let her get home after being gone for, I think, 8 days or something at Disney World. I'm here to talk about free dining. We had this big drop this morning of a new promo, which is usually pretty popular. So I wanted to talk about the details of free dining and give you some tips because it makes me nervous when people hop on promos like this because it sounds good and they haven't done the math. So I want to kind of talk through the details first. Good morning, Christine. Okay, so you ready? Free dining details. Right now, it's an early access thing only, and it's for Disney Visa card members. So if you are a Disney Visa card member, you've got until March 11th to book this free dining promo. If you're not a Disney Visa card member, you can wait because these early preview offers become public offers. But the Disney Visa people get first dibs, which is nice because there's a limited availability for these promos. So if you have a Disney Visa card, you are almost guaranteed to get in, depending on your dates and resorts. But right now, through March 11th, it is only Disney Visa card members. In order to take advantage of this promo, you do have to have a valid Disney Visa card to pay the deposit on the package. That is how they get you. They make sure that your deposit is paid. And then after that, I think you can pay through any payment that you want. But the deposit has to be on your Disney Visa card. And the Disney Visa card member, who might very well be you, has to stay in the room. So you can't book it for somebody else. You have to actually be on the reservation. And everybody who's in the room has to be on the same package. So you can't say, okay, well, I'll get the dining plan for one person and then everybody else will just leave off of it. You can't do that. Everyone's on the same package. The Disney Visa card member is on the room and you're paying the deposit with your Disney Visa card. All right. So, what is required as part of this promo is that you have a 4-night, 4-day, or longer package for a Disney World trip. Your ticket in this package must be a park hopper. So, keep that in mind as you are crunching the numbers. If you weren't planning on getting a park hopper ticket and now they're saying it's required, well, that's going to increase the cost of your package quite a bit. So, keep that in mind. The arrival dates for this promo are throughout the year. And these should give you a good indicator of when Disney thinks it's not going to be super busy. So that is June 28th to October 3rd. So midsummer through October 3rd. And then we skip the busy part of October and we go October 19th through the 31st. So if you want to do Halloween trip or something like this, then you can take advantage of free dining. The last dates that can take advantage of this free dining promo are December 6th to the 21st. One thing I want to mention about these dates is that the promo requires that you check in during this period, but you can stay afterwards in order to use it. So if you wanted to do a Christmas trip, as long as you checked in by December 21st, and let's say you want to stay for a week, you could have the free dining promo throughout your whole trip. So Christmas with free dining, that's pretty fun. The dining plan that you get depends on the resort level that you're staying in. So if you're staying in a deluxe or a villa resort, you can get the regular dining plan, and that includes table service and quick service. If you stay in a value or a moderate resort, then you get the quick service dining plan. So no table service included with that. There are some exclusions, and that includes some of the typical ones like campsites, 3-bedroom grand villas. It excludes the Little Mermaid rooms at Art of Animation. One of the downsides to Little Mermaid rooms, Art of Animation, is that they are rarely part of promos. It also excludes the cabins at Copper Creek and the bungalows at the Polynesian. And some of the suites at the different resorts are excluded as well. Most rooms are included. Tips are not included in this. Back in the olden days, tips were included, and that was a great deal. So you have to plan on tipping even if you're not paying directly for your food when you're there. If you have kids between the ages of 3 and 9 and you're on the dining plan, they do require them to order from the kids menu if there is a kids menu. And just keep in mind that availability is limited. Just because you're going during the dates doesn't necessarily mean they're still going to have spots available for the promotion because they only allocate a certain number of rooms to each promo. So it helps to be flexible. so that you can try to take advantage of the promo. I wanted to make sure that you run the numbers. As I mentioned, that the park hopper tickets are required. So if you were thinking you might go and you weren't planning on getting park hopper tickets, then you need to do the math about, okay, if I'm going to add those on, it adds X amount of dollars. Is that worth getting the free dining plan? You also need to keep in mind that the hotel itself is not going to be discounted. So another promotion might offer 30% off of your hotel, and that would be a better deal than the dining plan. Something to keep in mind. You can, for the summer dates, you can combine it with the free water park ticket on check-in day, because everybody that's going to Disney World this summer gets the free water park on check-in day. You cannot combine it with another promo though. So don't plan on, can I get this with this other thing that I heard about? No, probably not. But you can get the free water park ticket if you go for the summer. So that is kind of the gist of it. I just want to make sure you're doing the math, because it's hard sometimes to justify this promo even when the dining's free, but some people it works out perfectly with their existing plans. So totally makes sense. We have a question about, is there a code? Right now, there's not a code. Usually, if you're a Disney Visa card member, there's a link within your email or on the Disney Visa card member website, and that can be the way to get there. When it is available to the public, you can usually just go to the promo page on the Disney World website and it'll be there. Or when you go into book, there will be different promo options as you're trying to quote your trip, and it'll let you choose between the different promos that are available, or you can book with a travel agent and they will know how to do it. All right. So I am curious how many people are going to take advantage of the promo, because I know a lot of people are so excited about free dining, but the rules are just sometimes a little restrictive, and people think, this other promo is going to be a better deal for me, because there have been some decent promos this year, especially for the summer. We've been very excited about those summer promos that came out. All right. So that's kind of the details of free dining. I hope that getting that information to you is helpful, especially if you have a decent Disney Visa card. But if you don't, just stay tuned, because it should be available to the public very, very soon. And now you'll have all the details that are already released, and you can use those when it's available to the public. I think that is going to be it for now. Heather is en route and flying home, and we'll both be back next week.